Jan will be here in a minute, I'm sure, because I have all my stuff that I have to do anyway. This morning has been kind of interesting, and the reason I was going to be playing that song, Sheryl Crow, was it's sunny outside. What's not to love? I mean, before Christmas, and enjoy the sun, so that's why I was going to play it, but oh well. We do have t-shirts and sweatshirts still that you still could get. Picture of our galaxy, and it says, I need my space. And then a picture of our sun, and I suppose maybe us going around it. It says, living on Earth is expensive, but it does include a free trip around the sun. And then it has all the different phases of the moon, waxing and waning. It says, just a phase I'm going through. And 2 parallel lines. It says, diagonally parked in a parallel universe. And a picture of the Earth with something going around it. It says, I might look stationary, but I'm actually traveling at 733 miles an hour. And I don't know why this one, but maybe you can get it. Same picture of it looks like the sun and a planet going around. It says, bring back Pluto. Which, that was always weird to me when they got rid of Pluto as a planet. I know. Still don't understand the reasoning exactly, but.
Well, they brought it back.
I know. I heard they kind of sort of did. Yeah. After everybody asking the same question that I'm just asking.
I actually have that T-shirt.
Oh, do you really? Awesome. We do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin.
Yay, George and George.
Oh, and by the way, the coffee lids that we found, all we had to do is ask the mama.
It's my fault.
She knew where they were.
She knows everything.
So, what can I say?
Just don't leave clutter around a Virgo.
No.
And that's what happened. That's what happened. Because I do the same thing at the house. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, I know I left something right there. Where is it? I need it. And she has moved it to wherever it was supposed to be. I don't know. But it's gone.
Don't leave clutter around a Virgo.
Clutter.
I'm just saying.
And John, what did John say?
I don't know.
There's John. Well, obvious. All you need is love.
Well, yeah.
So, and I forgot to
And a good sense of humor.
go get my Christmas characters. I'll bring them out at some point. I'm sure I've got a couple there. Hopefully.
You remind him, and he gets distracted so easily.
I know. And George, I never joined the Boy Scouts. I don't trust any organization that has a handbook.
Oh, jeez.
George.
I had fun in the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts. It was fun. I really, really did.
We have fun with most things.
Do. Shut up. The internet here, when it goes up and down, I get notified.
And I get notified.
And she gets notified. I had to take my phone and put it in another room for about 3 hours. 24 times it went up and down and up and down. And it's like,
one right after another. Yep.
Just shut up. Why did the golfer bring 2 pair of pants?
He had a hole in one.
In case he got a hole in one. Okay. I told my wife she was drawing circles on the mirror. She said it was a reflection of herself.
Oh, jeez.
I know, I don't quite get it either. I'm glad everyone's going, and then they stop. That was awesome. Well, I don't get it either. Thought somebody else might.
Told my wife she was drawing circles on the mirror.
I know, I read it 3 times and went, okay, maybe somebody else will get
Makes no damn sense.
Well, I feel much better. Thank you. I used to be addicted to soup, but I'm clean now. Soap! I knew immediately it didn't make any sense. What can I say?
Does it ever?
Yeah, I know. This has been an interesting morning, that is for sure.
Well, did you know?
What?
Mercury is going direct today.
Woohoo!
Yay! So Mercury's all about communication.
Wow.
And I was born when Mercury was retrograde. So when it's Mercury retrograde, it's not better for me, it's twice as bad. So I'm really looking forward to this. It'll be a much calmer time for me, I think.
A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds.
True.
Sir Francis Bacon, 1561. Conscience warns us before it reproaches us.
Somebody wants your
I
attention.
wonder if our internet is going up and down again. It might be. Actually.
might be.
It might be.
I hope not.
Who reflects too much will accomplish little. I really like that one.
Yeah.
I really do. Who
Don't stand in the mirror and draw circles about yourself.
True. So, who reflects too much will accomplish little. Just think about it for a while.
Don't! See, that's the problem. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Every man
Yeah,
takes
do
the
it.
limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world.
True. Limiting
true, too.
beliefs. Limiting beliefs.
Arthur, oh my gosh, Schopenhauer, 1788.
People knew stuff
I
even
know,
back
people
then.
knew stuff back then. Yeah, smart people.
Imagine that.
Cola flavored Jello was introduced in 1942, but flopped, big surprise, and was discontinued within a year. Other failed Jello flavors.
Oh dear, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Anybody want to guess first? You want to guess?
Celery,
Oh, that would be awful.
chocolate,
Chocolate flavored
Jello. I mean, yeah, pudding.
Pudding, yeah, but Jello.
Jello. Coffee
Oh my gosh, no.
and apple. Yuck.
Apple would be good.
Actually, yeah, apple could be.
Could be good.
Cider apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
I can't answer that.
Whoever has a heart full of love always has something to give.
True.
Pope John the 23rd.
Ooh.
It is the nature of love to work in 1,000 different ways.
It's all those hats we've got.
I know.
This hat, and that hat, and this hat.
The earth is full of the goodness of the Lord. Psalms 33:5.
True. It is. Oh, here we go.
You actually, Roy, Cheryl, you might, Janice.
Cheryl has been dead for 20 years.
That wasn't where that came from. That wasn't where that came from.
Oh,
I have
really?
I have no idea where that came from.
Mercury retrograde!
Please, just
Leave us alone!
gosh. I have no idea. I have no idea. How do you keep geese from speeding? Goosebumps. What did the buffalo say to his son when he left for school?
Bye, son.
Bye, son. Yep.
You got that one? Good for you.
What kind of monkey likes potato chips? A chipmunk.
Oh.
Yep, I knew you people would get some of these. I don't know about this one though. What do you call a sheep covered in chocolate?
Sheep or
Sheer delight.
no.
A candy bar.
Oh geez.
I knew you wouldn't get that one. The other ones though. Good job. Good job.
Oh no, not the dad jokes.
The dad jokes.
No, bad dad jokes. Bad dad jokes. Which cheese is the saddest? Blue cheese. What do ghosts put on their bagels?
Scream cheese?
Oh God, yes. What kind of cheese do horror movie fans like?
Munster?
Gory Gonzola.
So what was one we saw the other day? What do you call a ghost in winter? Casper. See, I can do bad dad jokes.
Okay. Yay. The board, the members are here, and I don't know if we have somebody that isn't here, we'll get a hold of them pretty quick. We have an air conditioner that it looks like we need to replace.
Air conditioner, heat pump.
Heat pump.
Combo.
It's considerably more than we thought.
Life
So,
happens.
We'll see. We'll tell everybody
why
when it
we have a
happens.
savings.
We'll be talking about it and where we're going to get the money from. So, all right.
When you get down, would you flip the light switch back on again?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
And-
the unit for the other building, it's 30 years old.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was about 20, but it was 30 years old. So I'm quite surprised it has lasted. What am I doing? Turning these lights on?
Yeah.
Okay. Or the light.
You want your halo light on?
My halo light?
Ring light?
I
Oh.
don't, but if it probably needs to be done. You want to turn on, Phil?
Okay.
So, a couple of things. First of all, you'll notice there's amazing flowers decorating. Thank you to Melissa. She is co-owner of Lucky Flowers in Kennewick. So, go by and say hi to them.
Oh, thank
A
you.
couple of things going this week. We've got drum circle this Wednesday, 6:30. And then on Friday is Intuitive Tarot class, my workshop that I do. I'm changing the day, time, and that sort of thing because I don't like to drive at night. In wintertime, it's cold and dreary, and sometimes the roads are slick. So this will be Friday, and we'll go from 10:30 to noon. So if you're interested in Intuitive Tarot, join us. Fee on that is $20. So hopefully we'll see you then. And last, for now, remember we have these little calendars in the back, and they are eternal, meaning that you just keep flipping them over for whatever the date it is. And these make lovely stocking stuffers if you're interested in that sort of thing. So.
And thank
Let's
you for
see,
everyone
what's
for all of
today?
the cold weather clothes. Our plaid drive, as far as I'm concerned, has been a success.
Oh, yeah.
So, and thank you, Jersey, for doing good stuff with that.
I think we've got a couple of other donations coming in. But, yep, thanks for that. What's the date today? 16th? 15th.
15th.
Peace is the gateway experience of the ethereal realms.
Cool.
Profound stuff.
Yeah.
You needed to know that. Okay. All right. That's enough of that for now. Be gone.
Be gone. I do what I'm told. Much safer that way. Let's go.
Mercury is still retrograde, Phil. And I can still hear you all the way to the back of the room. Oh, goodness. Goodness. So I don't know about you. Mercury retrograde set to the side. It's been gloomy. And that's kind of been challenging, has it not?
Yeah.
I think the holidays are difficult. Am I the only one that thinks that?
No.
Anybody else have difficulty in the holidays? Sometimes it is childhood memories that are less than pleasant that can sometimes crop up. And sometimes it's our own darned expectations. This is what holidays should look like because that's what it is in the movies. Nope. And why isn't it? Why isn't it? It's because we're human. If I asked each one of you here what your favorite meal was, we would probably have 30 different answers because we have different taste. We like different things. And even if I asked you what your favorite kind of music was or your favorite song, we probably wouldn't get the same song twice. We're different. We're all really different. And a lot of times, we're the odd man out in our family.
Yeah.
How many people are the odd man out in their family? Oh, most of us here. And there's a reason for that. And there's a spiritual reason for that. And the spiritual reason for that is that we arrived and received that DNA to give us the structure that we need to function in our life. At the same time, our family is just DNA donors. They're not our tribe. They're not our family. We are our family. We're goofy and we get along really, really well. Went to an organization, they were having a coffee and Phil and I went, and the people there don't get my jokes.
Oh.
And it's like dead air. And I'm like stunned. And then I have to remember, oh, this is not my tribe. It's okay. They get to be who they are, and it's okay. Makes me know, never mind. Oh,
Okay, most of them actually don't understand me either.
they don't understand Phil either, but that's right. It's just not our tribe. We can still be friendly. We can still have a pleasant conversation. As long as I don't make any jokes, then we're good. But same can happen in our family of origin. Now, some of you are so blessed and have family that you love and adore, and they love and adore you. And that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. And then there's the rest of us that kind of struggle a little bit. Not so much. We love them. I love my family. I adore my family. But I'm really happy when the holidays are over, let's just say. Have this one family member that when I buy her a gift, I never hear a thank you. And I never see her wear what I buy her or use what I buy her. I never get any feedback. So I don't know how to purchase for this person. Because, if you get feedback on, oh, thanks, that's lovely, and you don't like it, you can tell, oh, they didn't like that. I'll buy something different. Well, to get nothing, then you have no feedback. So you're just flying in the wind. So I just do the best I can and let it be what it is. And know that she just was never taught how to be thankful. And I think she truly is grateful. I think she's a very kind-hearted, grateful person on the inside. But I don't know that she's ever had any kind of coaching in that. So I have to be really careful and make sure that whatever she gives me, I say thank you for. Because it's up to me to try to teach her to open a door for her that's been closed until now. Because gratitude is this huge, powerful tool, is it not? And so she doesn't have access to that. That makes me really sad. And it really makes me never mind if she likes my gift or not. It's just a gift. It's a token of my feelings for her. And if she regifts it to somebody else or throws it away, what needed to happen happened. And here's the spiritual tool, the spiritual aspect of giving. Because we're coming into the season of giving. And I don't know about you, but it's challenging to buy the right thing or feel like because you want to come from your heart. Well, here's what the good book says about giving. And I don't think it's talking about Christmas. I think it's talking about every day. But Luke chapter 6, verse 36. This is what Jesus said. Be merciful as your Father is merciful. So one of the best gifts we can give someone is forgiveness. Then I'm going to skip down to verse 38. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, they will pour into your lap. For whatever measure you deal out to others, it will be dealt to you in return. So giving isn't about their approval of me. Darn it. I want to have that special gift and that would open that door and the light would come on and they go, oh, there she is. I love her. But that's not what giving is about. Oh, darn, that's my darned expectation. That's not what giving is about. That's not what the holidays are about. It's about what's in my heart to share with somebody else. And one of the biggest things we can give is, again, forgiveness. And forgiveness doesn't erase a pain. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't... Forgiveness is a challenge. Let me get this. Forgiveness does not make a wrong okay. What it does is it frees us from its suffering. So if the wound that we received hurt us deeply, that forgiveness allows us not only to break free, but there's a whole nother level here I want to share with you. That allows us to energetically disconnect from that source of pain. And when we disconnect from that source of pain, that other person has an opportunity to heal. And that's what we want. We want people to be healed so they don't keep hurting us or hurting other people. And that I forgive you stuff. Let me say it differently. I'm struggling for my words. Mercury retrograde! Had a conversation with my granddaughter the other day. And she's had some challenges with her parents, dad and stepmom. And he would frequently tell her, well, you're just not remembering that right, because that's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. And she knew full well, from her perspective, that's exactly what happened. And finally she just said, you know, I know you don't see it the same way that I do, but that's how I see it, what my experience was of it. And my son was able to say, you know, honey, I'm sorry. If that's what you perceived happened, that was not my intent at all. And she had the most beautiful, forgiving experience that she was able to forgive him. Now, not always. There's a whole other thing happening when other people can't say I'm sorry. But when he said, I apologize, I'm sorry. I never would have hurt you like that. Even though she still felt a little diminished, she finally felt heard. And all of the resentment just fell away. How beautiful is that? That's the power of forgiveness. Is not making them okay or whatever. Not creating this beautiful bridge between people. It's all of that resentment just faded away. Good book says, set aside bitterness. Just set it aside. And that's what she did. And she could let it go because she felt heard. Now, if the person you have an issue with or struggling with, if they can't tell you I'm sorry, because either they're dead or they're just emotionally not available, emotionally incapable of doing that, you can still have that same energy of release, that same setting aside, that same ability to just breathe again. And knowing that God hears you. So speak the wound to God. Don't tell your friend. Don't tell your spouse. Don't tell the neighbor. Don't tell that person's friend. Tell the big guy. And know that you're heard. The moment you feel that, all of this anguish can just go away. And you've given that other person this beautiful opportunity to heal themselves. Because wounded people wound people. Healthy people don't hurt people. Wounded people hurt people. Pain begets pain. Cruelty begets cruelty. You don't know what they went through. Thank God. Because if they were that cruel, you wouldn't want to survive that. Maybe we couldn't have. But knowing that you're heard and you let go, you set aside that bitterness or anguish or whatever it is you're feeling. At the same time, there's that interconnectedness that we have with one another. We are one. And we don't have a woundedness held in their being. A victim part of us no longer is attached to them. It's been freed. So they have less burden. They still have accountability. Don't get me wrong about that. Because what comes around goes around, right? You're just not going to be the one meeting it out. Because guess what? You can't. You can't hurt someone like they hurt you because you're not that wounded. You couldn't do it if you tried. Oh, I'm just going to be mean to them. Well, your mean to them is probably less than a... They're not going to get it. You know, even if you said a harsh word to them, they probably will go... Because they've heard harsh words before. Doesn't mean anything to them. So what are we doing? We're giving. Giving to ourselves the opportunity to be free. So is there someone that you have been wounded by that you're still carrying that around? Living or dead? This is the sad part. We carry wounds from dead people. They're long gone. They already have met their day in court. And we're still wounded. That's not justice. That's not freedom. Give it up. Give it to God. Give it up. Time. It's time. It's time. Now, this is not to say that the wounding was nothing. Because there's people in this room that have been truly, truly wounded in some really harsh ways. But the suffering is done. The suffering is done. And when we let go of the suffering, this beautiful heart of love, this beautiful giving spirit wakes up. Because when we're wounded, we're shut down. I would challenge you. I don't like to use the word challenge, but I'm going to use it. Because it fits, and Mercury's retrograde, so here we go. I challenge you to notice how you're sitting, and notice that sometimes we hunch over. This is not because we're doing this. Well, maybe we do that sometimes, looking at our phone or whatever. But what happens is we protect our heart space. So I want you to draw your attention to the center of your back, right behind your heart space. Your heart chakra goes through your body and is open both front and back. And as you're aware of your back, open that back up by sitting straight with your shoulders straight. Some of you are grinning already. What happened to your heart? It freed up. We carry the wounds back here. Did you know that? My back is killing me. That's why. There's a wound. Been stabbed in the back before?
Yeah.
It's back there. The wound is there. But how to heal that is bring your attention to the back and stand straight. That opens your heart space and blows out the pain out your back. And opens your back up. Can you feel that? It's instantaneous. Instantaneous. You don't even have to really necessarily think about it. Just that awareness opens that all up. And if there had been a wound, a heart wound from someone you trusted that broke a trust, we've all had that, have we not? That clogs that back part of your heart chakra. And the back part of your heart chakra is really important for your perceptions. You know, we all have spidey senses. You know how your mama could see behind she had eyes in the back of her head?
Yeah.
That's because her third eye was open back here as well. So this is the same way, only it's your heart chakra. You can feel love coming and going. You can feel love now, here in this moment, in the future, and in the past. So whatever woundedness is blocking you from feeling the love that has been present your whole life can disassociate, break free, and allow us to have this open heart. And from this open-heartedness, we can have the beautiful gift of giving. We can give a smile, and it's coming from our heart. It's showing up on our face, but it's coming from our heart, and the heart's beaming that energy. Make sense? Doesn't that feel wonderful? How freeing is that? How freeing is that? And we can just let go of what the punishment needs to be for that person. You know, sometimes, especially when people have been really, really cruel, they're so wounded. They have already been punished. Their life was a punishment. And they were reacting based on their own heavy pain. And we don't have to take it personally. We can open that back chakra, release that, let it be clear, open up the heart. Will there be consequences for them? Probably. None of my business. I'm doing my thing. And I'm doing my thing the best as I can, and sometimes that means hiding the coffee cup lids. And I'm so glad you forgive me and find humor in that. So let's do a guided meditation, shall we?
Can I add something on a positive spin on regifting?
A positive spin on regifting.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me get you a microphone. Can you come get it?
Oh, geez.
A positive spin on regifting.
The person that you give a gift to loves it so much, and they have a person that they care about a lot. They want to share the beauty of that gift with that person.
Yes. Yeah. I guess this is share time. You want to turn the lights back on, Phil?
Oh, no, just real quick. It's just, I also had somebody that was really hard to give from. And so I started a tradition where, I mean, it's all energy, right? That I always just do a blessing on whatever I give. Because I realized what I was gifting was my anxiety to them, because it's like, will they like it, will they? And I had such expectations that I was still energetically attached to that. So I do a blessing of love and light and all that.
Oh,
and then
beautiful.
I cut the cord and let it go. And I never heard anything about the gifts I gave those people until I started doing that. And suddenly
Oh,
I gave the
wonderful.
best gifts ever.
Oh, wow.
It completely shifted it. So,
Oh, I can't wait to try that. Thanks, Beth. Woohoo! I love it. Send a blessing. Because it's coming from the heart.
it's all energy, right? What energy?
Who knew, right? I love it. I love it. Takes a village, right? So let's do a guided meditation. Now you can do the lights, Phil.
Sure.
Yes, I'm sure this time. All right. So I'd like you to bring your attention to your heart space. And I'd like you to bring it to the front of your heart and the back of your body. And just really notice those are wide open now. All the bitterness, all the sad, all the pain is gone. We don't need to carry that anymore. Oh, glory, glory. And now open your awareness at the top of your head to additional love and light from Divine Source. That's always here, can support, can bless. Wants to bless, is ready to bless us. And as you open your awareness, this living light of love flows down into the top of your head. It touches your mind and eases all of those memories of pain and opens an awareness to memories of beauty and peace and joy and grace and mercy. Letting more and more of this living light of love flow down into your heart space. And like a lighthouse that has a beacon out both sides of it, and it rotates around so that everyone everywhere can see where they're going, have a safe navigation of their life. You know that now you are a safe marker for people. They don't hurt you because you have clear boundaries. And they can navigate their waters a little more clearly, feeling a little more blessed. Letting more and more of this living light of love flow into the heart space and now down through your whole body. And let that help you ground into the here and now, into this moment of grace, this moment of mercy, this moment of forgiveness, this moment of joy, this moment of giving and receiving. And let's take a little walk. We're going to go to someplace very different today. Allow yourself to find your way to a mountainous trail. And it's springtime here, so we don't have to worry about frost or snow. It's a beautiful day. Sun is shining. There's white fluffy clouds. It's lovely. And as you're taking this mountainous walk, you come to a cliffside. And you see there's a tunnel here. And allow yourself to step into this tunnel. This tunnel is big enough to let you through. In times, ancient times, it has let caravans of horses through and all sorts of people and critters. And as you step into this tunnel, you see there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but you also see that the tunnel is lit. It's like got growing plankton on the side of the tunnel, and it's glowing. And as you're traveling along this tunnel, you also see that there's markings here. People have carved some beautiful relics into this. Maybe it's a Christmas tree, or maybe it's a candle figurine, or people, or so you know it's ancient. It's been here around millennia. And now we get through the tunnel and it opens up into this beautiful, beautiful valley. There's sharp cliffs all the way around this valley. But here within the valley, it's just beautiful. At the far end of the valley is a waterfall. And you can see mist flying off of the waterfall. And where the stream comes away from the waterfall, there's beautiful, lush vegetation. And a part of us feels really drawn to that, but we're not going to go there today. I want you to bring your attention to the other side of this beautiful area, this beautiful valley. And it's a little more arid. And you'll see that there is a place that's been excavated. There's ancient stuff here. And as you get closer, you see that there's steps down into this excavated place. And it's huge, just this huge area. And there's about 10 steps. Allow yourself to go down those steps safely. And when you get to the bottom, the first thing you notice is there's a whole bunch of petrified wood. And you go, that's very interesting. And go a little further into this excavated area, and you see there's all kinds of fossils. Very interesting. And you go a little further into this excavated area, and there's a beautiful crystalline wall filled with all kinds of crystals. And you think, very interesting. And as you look around, you look at the petrified wood, you look at the fossils, and you look at the crystals, and you find yourself really drawn to one of them. Which one are you drawn to? The crystals, the fossils, or the petrified wood? And whichever one catches your attention, go there. And you'll find that there's a piece of something laying for you. A gift from the universe to you. So pick up either a crystal, a fossil, or petrified wood. And know that whatever you have chosen here, even if you like all of them, choose one for now. This has deep spiritual significance for you. And you treasure this. You think it's wonderful. You're delighted to have it. And allow yourself to step back up out of this excavated area. And you still have a longing to go visit the waterfall. We'll do that another day, I promise. And allow yourself to find your way back to the passageway, back past the glowing lichen and the markings, hieroglyphs on the walls, back out the opening, down the pathway in this beautiful, sunny, beautiful day, back into the here and now, into this time and space. Feeling refreshed and revitalized. If you turn the center light back on your way back up, that'd be great. I gotcha.
Thanks.
Whether I can get me or not, so hold on. You're just a popular guy today. All right. Communion. Get Phil in the picture. Man, it's almost time for us to be focused on the birth of Jesus. But for today, let's just focus on the ascended Jesus. He's there, ready to help, ready to love, ready to empower us. Join us in prayer, please. Loving Spirit of Light, as we take this in, help us to feel the power gifted to us from Jesus, the Ascended One. Help us to walk in faith, help us to walk in joy, and help us to live with a giving heart. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Join us in prayer again, please. Loving Spirit of Light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life. Help us to drink in love. And help us to be love. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Thank you. You didn't turn the light on.
Oh.
No, the main light. Okay. It's okay. People can't see.
Maybe that's a good thing. Everyone's looking forward to a wonderful holiday season. Well, guess what? It's here. So thank you very much if you can do something.
Thank you, Beth.
Bless you all.
Thank you, Phil. So does anyone have a question about their meditation? Lynn does.
I went to the fossils, they were calling me, and I received a dragonfly in amber.
A dragonfly in amber. Oh, wonderful. So the challenge with this sort of a guided meditation, when I just leave it so open like this, is then there's that interpretation time. So let me tune in and ask for, okay, so I'm getting it already. So this is, dragonfly is about dancing in the light. And the fact that it's been captured in amber. Amber is about change. What was is no more. It was sap, now it's a rock, pretty much. So this is allowing you to recognize that even in the hugest changes, and I know you're going through change in your life, you can still dance in the light.
Oh, awesome.
Beautiful.
I love that.
Nancy, while you're there, would you turn the central light on, please? I would like. Thank you. Who else? Oh, me. Go for it.
I received a lantern, a really beautiful brass lantern.
And were you just at the pit? Did you go to, where were you when you received that?
I was just coming out of the pit, and it was like there was carved everywhere was this beautiful special woods all carved and shiny, and then this brass lantern was gifted to me.
Okay. So, it feels to me as if your ancestors are here, and your ancestors are asking you to bring light into whatever situation you're in, and know that this illumination isn't so bright that you don't have to be the light for everyone, but you can share the light that has been gifted to you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? In the back behind you? Shannon?
Yeah. Mine was a little weird because when is it not? When I went into the room through the quarry, there were I don't know if you remember like Land of the Lost as a show back in the day, and the crystals were embedded in the wall.
Yes.
Okay, they were not for taking; they were there for my use in the room. But there was one, and I'm kind of torn if it was obsidian. To me, the first thought was obsidian, but it could have been a very dark amethyst, and it was almost like a shelf, and it was just sticking out, and I was drawn directly to that one. And on top was a gold braided ring, and that was for me.
Gotcha. So amethyst represents divine connection, and if it was obsidian, that's groundedness. So either way, you've got this divine connection and to feel grounded. And this gold braided ring is about, the braiding part is about weaving together your value. You have lots of layers of value to you, and it doesn't matter if other people see it, understand it, and appreciate it, you do. This is your time to acknowledge your value because Divine Source does. That make sense? Anybody else? Over here?
So I received a beautiful, very small sphere of crystal. I don't know the name. It was dark, completely dark, with stars and planets that were, I don't know, inside, outside, they were there. It was almost
Okay.
like a universe, a whole,
The universe in your hand.
yeah, it was just
Sounds beautiful. Sounds
very
beautiful.
powerful.
What did you feel when you received that?
I couldn't breathe in. I couldn't breathe because of the immensity.
The awe of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how Divine Source sees you. With awe. And you may feel like a tiny speck in the universe, but you held that universe in your hand and you felt the awe of it. And this is how Divine Source views you. You are filled with awe. You are an awesome being. How does that feel for you?
I can't breathe.
I can't
So
breathe.
much.
Yeah,
So much.
just allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to be. You came here for a reason, and you're doing it. You came here, you came to do a purpose, and you're doing your purpose, and that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Mhm. Anybody else? Yep, one more down there.
Well, I have Ammonite.
Ammonite. Tell me.
Also,
Oh yeah.
it's
Oh
round swirly like a conch kind of.
yeah.
And I use it to swirl out of my negativity. And I had it in my bra, so I carry it with me wherever I go.
So that's what you were drawn to. Okay, the energy of the fossil energy is recognizing what was and knowing that it's being transformed into what is. So this is empowering change.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did anyone have a draw? Oh, you want to go ahead? Mark, did you?
Thank you. I was pretty hesitant to get into the tunnel. It
Oh,
was
okay.
steep. I had to really get coaxed in. Well, actually, I transformed into it. Then it was easy walking. But I was drawn to just a flaming red eye-shaped crystal with a really blue center, and it was definitely for me. It just popped right into my
Right into your third eye.
yeah, right in the third eye, and I walked out aware, feeling aware and confident.
Awesome.
Something like coming in.
So you were gifted with a whole nother level of awareness today. And it won't go away. This is yours. You've been gifted this from now on. So it's yours. Cool. We'll see where that takes you.
The big thing that stood out was I was corrected. Mine was a flower, and I kept saying, "Oh, it's a poppy," and then a very clear voice said, "No, it's a tulip, a yellow tulip." So
And where were you when you received that yellow tulip?
actually, it was like the trail. So it was just a bed of yellow tulips, like all over everywhere. And I'm from California, so I thought it was like poppies because you have the fields of poppies.
Right.
But now the voice clearly said, no, it's tulips. It's all tulips.
So a
Yeah.
couple of things I'm getting on that for you is, first of all, tulips have to do with a bright new spring, new things happening, and the yellow is joyfulness. But I'm also hearing for you that your tulips are going to awaken others, are going to help them find their joy. So both of those fit together. Anybody else? So did anybody have any interest in or find interesting the petrified wood?
Yes.
Okay, so petrified wood, if that was what you were drawn to, that has the energy of, again, transformation. But it also wants you to know you're stronger than you think you are. And that your strength is enduring. And other people can lean on your strength and it helps them be strong. Does that make sense to you? The general feeling of the fossils is one of, again, transformation, but it's letting go of what was, but also respecting and honoring what was as you move into who you really are becoming. And then the crystalline structures, we've talked a little bit about that. Any other questions on that meditation? Yes.
Regarding the fossils.
Regarding the fossils?
Yeah, I
Microphone.
I've been dreaming a lot of people, family and friends that have passed on. They're coming to me in my dreams, and it's been really confusing.
Well, they're coming to you in your dreams because they can't talk to you in the daytime. You're busy. Your brain is busy. So if it were me, I would sit down and I would say, okay, I'm available from 10 to 2 on Monday. Come and talk. Sit down with a cup of coffee, just be open and let them come to you. But this is a holiday season, and holidays are charged with energies from our ancestors and loved ones that have passed, that they still want to connect with us and wish us happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're just letting their presence be known.
So
Yes.
is there a general meaning for the crystals? I mean, you had specific ones, but in general.
Yes. 1 second. Let me shift gears. So, so the energy of the crystals is enlightenment. You've already made the changes. That the other two were more about transformation. This is about activating and utilizing what you've already done in a better way. Does that make sense? So you don't have to change. Darn it. Yay. I don't know about you, but change is not fun. I have a hard time with that. So this is saying you've come through the rough of it, and now it's time to really just shine. Does that make sense? The other two, there's still transitionary things that you're going through. One is strengthening, has strengthened you, and now it's time to share your strength. And the other is honor and let go. Anything else? Okay, let's do an energy circuit for the folks online. So, rub your hands together really, really, really fast. Yes? Oh, yes, Michelle has something to say first. Quick. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thanks for jumping up. It's not on yet. Nope, it's not on. I fixed it for you. There you go.
We just wanted to kind of invite people for next Sunday is maybe have just an informal snack time and social time. And so if you want to bring snacks next Sunday, just, whatever you want. It doesn't have to be sweet stuff. If you want to do a veggie tray or pizza rolls or little smokies or something like that, or bring like cider. But, we're not going to sign out. Just whoever brings food and whoever wants to come and just have a chance to visit a little bit.
That'll be fun. Thank you. Yes. My granddaughter and I tried a new treat that I'm hoping to bring for you. It was really good and easy. So yay. All right, now let's do it. Rub your hands together really fast. We're still connected in, bringing that energy into our open heart space. From your heart space to your left hand to right hand, and back to the heart space. And again, feeling the heart open on the front and the back, aware, awakened, active, strong. And feel this energy between your hands building and amplifying that, allowing us to be free and joyful. Bring that into your heart space. Have a great week, and we will